Chapter 4. Raymond gripped the wooden plank in his hands even tighter. "We have to stick together." "Don't panic," he said, though fear clawed at his own chest. Allison stood beside him, trembling, while the others struggled to catch their breath. A hooded figure wearing a deer mask stood in the distance, motionless, gripping a spear. The moonlight cast an eerie glow, making the figure look more like a shadow than something real. "What the hell is that? Is that a person just standing there?" Allison whispered, her voice barely audible. Sasha, barely able to think straight anymore, started stepping backward. "We need to get the fuck out of here now. These psychos are going to kill us." Logan grabbed her arm, stopping her. "Stop. If we start running without a plan, we'll die even faster." Suddenly, the deer-masked figure began to move. Its steps were slow, deliberate. It pulled the spear back as if preparing to throw it. "He's gonna attack," Ben shouted. Panic took over, and everyone bolted in different directions. The spear flew with deadly precision, embedding itself into a tree just inches from Raymond's head. The air felt thick with dread, and every footstep echoed like a death knell. Raymond spun around, calling to the group. "The Ferris wheel. Get to the top. Maybe we can see a way out from there." They sprinted toward the massive rusted Ferris wheel, towering like a dying giant. Its structure was corroded, some of the gondolas barely hanging on. A small ladder on one side was the only way up. Logan led the way, climbing fast while using his phone's flashlight to guide them. "Move it. They're coming." Sasha struggled to climb, her hands shaking, but Allison grabbed her arm and pulled her up. Raymond and Ben stayed at the back, making sure no one got left behind. From below, more footsteps echoed through the carnival. The deer-masked figure wasn't alone. Two more emerged from the shadows, one wearing a fox mask, dragging a spiked chain, and another in a panda mask, wielding a massive machete. I can't do this." Sasha sobbed, but Allison grabbed her face, forcing her to focus. "You have to climb, Sasha. If you don't, they'll get you." Sasha's sobs quieted, and she finally found the strength to move faster. At the top of the Ferris wheel, they clung to the narrow platform near the rusted mechanism. Raymond looked down. Their hunters were getting closer. The deer-masked figure stood still, observing them. The fox slammed its spiked chain against one of the Ferris wheel's metal beams, sending a chilling sound into the night. "Why aren't they coming up?" Allison asked, trying to make sense of it. "They like to play with us," Ben muttered. "It's like hunting animals in the wild. They enjoy our fear." "Shit, our entrance is still blocked. If we don't find another way, we're stuck," Raymond muttered in frustration. This was why he wanted to climb up. He needed a clear view of the carnival to spot an escape route. From this height, he could finally see the front gate. Logan scanned the distance, searching for another way out. "Over there," he pointed. "On the other side of the park, there's a big gate. That might be our way out." Raymond followed Logan's gaze. The gate was a massive iron structure, surrounded by a high rusted fence. Dim torchlight flickered on either side, making it look like the last exit out of hell. It wasn't the entrance they came through, and more importantly, it didn't seem guarded. "But how do we get there without getting caught?" Raymond asked. His question was answered by a sudden, loud sound from below. The fox-masked figure had started climbing, using its spiked chain for leverage. Meanwhile, the panda began slamming its machete against the Ferris wheel supports, as if trying to bring the entire thing down. Their deranged laughter echoed through the air. "The fuckers climbing!" Allison shouted, making everyone snap their heads downward. "Shit!" Ben cursed. "Go now!" Raymond yelled. "Jump to the gondola below. We have to get off this thing." They hurried toward the lower side of the Ferris wheel, getting as close to the ground as possible. The other masked figures simply watched, showing no reaction. Meanwhile, the fox-masked climber just kept laughing as if enjoying the game. Logan jumped first, followed by Ben and Sasha. The gondola creaked dangerously under their weight, nearly breaking off the frame. Allison looked at Raymond, panic in her eyes. "Raymond, I can't jump." "You can, Allison. I'll catch you," Raymond called from below. With hesitation, Allison finally leaped. Raymond caught her arm, pulling her up just as the gondola slowly descended. But waiting for them at the bottom was the deer-masked figure. Spear raised. The Ferris wheel was moving too slowly. The deer swung its weapon at the gondola. The tip of the spear nearly impaled Logan, but he yanked himself back just in time. "We're fucking dead if we stay here," Sasha screamed. As soon as the gondola was low enough, Raymond jumped off, swinging his wooden plank at the deer. The impact made the masked figure stumble, but only for a second. With frightening speed, it countered, lunging forward with the spear. Logan and Ben rushed in, attacking from both sides. Logan slammed a metal pipe into the deer's ribs while Ben shoved its body backward. The spear slipped from its grasp, clattering to the ground. "Grab the spear," Raymond shouted. Allison snatched it up, her hands shaking. As the deer-masked figure tried to rise, she plunged the weapon into its gut. The masked figure convulsed, then collapsed. Is he dead?" Allison stammered, dropping the spear. Her hands were slick with blood. Her eyes were wide in shock. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to." Allison had only grabbed the weapon to defend herself. She never thought she'd actually use it to kill. But she had. And to everyone's surprise, it wasn't one of the masked killers who took the first life tonight. It was Allison. The one who had seemed the weakest, the most terrified. Raymond pulled her to her feet. "No time to think about that. We have to move." They all sprinted away from the Ferris wheel, heading toward the gate. The other masked figures didn't react. They simply watched, not angry, not even surprised. As if the deer's life meant nothing to them. Just as they thought they were in the clear, a sound came from behind. The dragging of spiked chains across the pavement. Heavy footsteps. From the darkness, more masked figures began to emerge. Their laughter echoed through the night, low, guttural, and multiplying. Like wild animals who had scented blood. And standing right in front of the gate, their last hope of escape, was a massive figure wearing a lion's head. Holding a flamethrower. "Fuck. Of course it's guarded," Raymond snarled, seething with frustration. He had wanted to believe that escape would be that easy. But deep down he had known better. "Come on, kids," the lion-masked man said, his voice distorted, dripping with mockery. "Keep playing. You know the rules now. And I know you're having fun."